And welcome back. Today we're tackling the third level of the second loop. It's a predominantly red, largely technological level. I'm not completely sure how I feel about some of the ways the levels are set up. They all seem to have like a sort of a theme going, like there was the sea level, then there was like the town, then there was this, which is like a technological thing, then there was like the cliffs of level 4 and all that stuff. I'm not sure how I feel about that because each level seems to have like a predominant color tied to it, like this one's red and like 2 have sort of a greenish thing going. I think it kind of makes the levels look a little bland, which is kind of sad because this game has some really nice artwork. It's really not well utilized. I'm not sure if there was a technical limit or what, but it just makes the game look a lot worse than it should. Although there are some pretty nice design decisions. I really like the first level, for instance, because I've always sort of appreciated being able to see the boss sort of tearing shit up in the background. That's sort of a thing that I think more games sort of need to do. I always liked when a game sort of pulls that stunt. You see the boss and it's like tearing shit up and then eventually you have to fight it. And that's sort of how the first level works. But that's really just using that level. The final level, well, that has a pretty nice look to it. It's got like a largely dark thing, it's nighttime. It works, but, you know, everything between those 2 points are kind of, it doesn't quite fit right. So yeah, well, I don't believe I've actually commented on the story, so I might as well do that at this point. That's right, this actually does have a story. So this whole thing takes place in this kingdom called Parts, and basically way back when they figured out a way to make a bunch of people immortal. But it only seems to work on old people, and typically the really powerful and rich and etc. people are the ones who got the power. So there's 5 of these guys and they got all that shit going. Obviously those guys are the bosses and the people that we're fighting, like this motherfucker right here. So at some point they pretty much just went insane and decided, you know, let's take over the fucking country. So that's basically what they did. There was a bunch of wars, a lot of people died, and we pretty much come in as a bunch of kids that were sort of messed with because of war and shit, and they hijacked this super powerful new high-tech weapon. It's sort of vaguely World War II, World War I type thing going on there. And, well, basically they decide to get revenge and kill the fuck out of everybody, because that makes perfect sense. Why run? Let's fight. So that's pretty much the plot. Hey, I said it had a story. I didn't say it had a good story. Okay? Get off my fucking ass. Alright, so we're just seeing this boss here. It's, again, largely the same as the first time around. This one right here, this pattern's a little bit worse. For most of the patterns, it's still the same thing with homing shots, and you just have to move a little bit. The only real difference is that the sort of area in which you can move is a little bit tighter. It's a little bit narrower. There's a bit less space. So you had to be a bit more precise than you were in the first time, but aside from that, it's nothing. It's nothing. This pattern though, fuck it. Fuck this thing. Fuck this thing a billion fucking times. Eventually I just used a bomb right there because I knew I was going to die, because this pattern has ended a lot of loop 2 runs, so I was like, fuck it, bomb time. So he goes down, that's another level over. Yeah, nothing else to say. Fuck you all and good night.